Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black and this is yet another Fallout New Vegas mod spotlight. Today we are taking a look at yet another mod by Fallout New Vegas Nexus user Eprdox, the FNX 45 Tactical Pistol. This adds a single weapon, the aforementioned pistol, to another ordinary box outside of the ruined shack near the Yangtze Memorial outside of, yet again, sunny Good Springs, Nevada. Model-wise, this weapon is absolutely gorgeous, just as with the Chris Vector submachine gun, which I spotlit not long ago. And this is really cementing my opinion of this modder, easily qualifying for the same league of excellent modders as other more well-known New Vegas modders like Millennia. There are a lot of little touches that go a long way in the texturing of this weapon, and they're not lost on me, but they might be to a lot of users, so I want to point them out. Little things like the weathering upon the threaded barrel, the scratches all over the polymer slide, even the little tiny scratches on the ejection port itself. These are little tiny things that most weapons that see a lot of active use really gain, but that a lot of even modded in weapons don't account for. So I really wanted to point those out and to praise Eprdox for including those little tiny touches that really make this feel like, well, I'm not going to use the phrase lived in because that's more for homes, but a truly used and field weathered weapon. Now, as for the balance of the weapon itself, it is on the high end of what I would consider balanced, requiring 25 gun skill, 3 strength, weighing 1.5 pounds, dealing 29 damage per shot for 100 DPS. It takes 45 ACP ammunition, so that's as good a time as any to mention that this does require Honest Hearts, as it uses the same ammunition as the 45 auto pistol added by that DLC. Now, for comparison, balance-wise, compare its 29 damage and 100 DPS to the otherwise very strong vanilla game pistol, the 12.7mm, which does 40 damage per shot and 139 DPS. It's not quite as powerful as it, but it's creeping up on it. So like I said, it's not really unbalancedly powerful, but the 12.7mm requires 75 gun skill, whereas the FNX 45 only requires 25. So it's approachable even for non-guns-centric characters, which could be a good thing if you want a good backup and you're not really playing a very gun-centric character, but you want a good weapon for just-in-case scenarios. As for modifications, there are 2 available for this weapon. There is the FNX suppressor and the FNX holographic sights. The suppressor, of course, silences the weapon, and the holographic sights, it only says just adds holographic sights within the mod window, but if I can make an educated guess, I would say that it probably decreases the spread of the weapon, because that's what the sight attachments for the Chris Vector rifle did, and like I said, that was created by this same modder, so it stands to reason that he would probably keep that same sort of logic running throughout his mods. Now, both the first and third person models for this weapon, like I said, are gorgeous. These are easily on par with some of the very best that have ever been made for Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. And I actually particularly like the look and performance of the holographic sights here. The contrast between the green tritium rear sights and the red forward, almost like reflex sight, really make for easy precision targeting. And as I've noticed by doing a bit of target practice, this has a really small spread, especially once the sights are on. So you can actually do pretty precision marksmanship with this weapon. And I should also note that sound-wise, I don't believe this includes any unique sound effects. It should source unsuppressed from whichever sound you're using for your vanilla 9mm, and it should do the same for the suppressed. I believe it's going to use the same sound as whatever you have for a suppressed 9mm pistol from vanilla game. Obviously, the sound effects that you're hearing from my footage here are not going to be quite the same as what a vanilla user might, because as I mentioned before, I do have a near complete total sound overhaul installed, but be aware that it will use whatever your vanilla sounds are. And that about wraps the FNX 45 Tactical. Again, this is a rather small mod, it only adds in this one weapon, but it is extremely well executed. Beautiful textures, beautiful models, yet again, excellent work from Eprdox. So, thank you all for joining me here at Last Level Press for yet another mod spotlight. Stick around for a lot more to come in the very near future. I am Mr. Black, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.